Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is so hot. It is so hot. It is so hot. It is so hot. Oh my God, it's so hot. I don't know what today is. Oh, it's Friday. I do know that it's Friday. Sorry, guys. Happy Friday. I don't know what the date is. It's Friday, the 14th, the day that I hate the most. You know why? Because I hate the number 14. I don't want to talk about that. If you know, you know. All right, let's talk about me meeting J-Lo. So many people have messaged me. Someone just posted on Facebook right now. So many people have tagged me in TikTok and Instagram and are messaging me the pictures. But yes, how on earth did I, little old me, okay, meet Jennifer Lopez? And it wasn't at a meet and greet. It wasn't at a concert. It wasn't anything like that. Your girl was just in Beverly Hills at the right time in the right place. All right, so first off, here's the funny thing, okay? Like, to know me is to know, I literally love Jennifer Lopez, you know? I'm not a person to just like, okay, well, my students know, like, I'm obsessed with like just one rapper, but that's it. But other than that, I'm not a person to just like be starstruck and like, oh my God, that's not me. I don't consider myself a celebrity at all. But I know how it feels when people watch me on YouTube and they see me in person. Some people want to take a picture. We talk. I get it. Because you're seeing someone that you watch on TV or online all the time. So, to know me is to know I literally quote the movie Enough every single day. Every day. Now I can just say, I'm going to Darcel's. I quote that every single day. But when I saw Jennifer Lopez, do you think that came out of my mouth? No. So, how did it happen? Everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's so rude. First of all, I don't follow the media at all. I don't really read like gossip. Sometimes, but not a lot. I feel like my life is drama in itself. So, however, I do follow Jennifer Lopez, and I follow her on Instagram. I've always followed her. I love her and Mark Anthony. Like, their movie. I love their music. I'm a fan, okay? So, I've even quoted Jennifer Lopez, like when I tell people I feel like the Jennifer Lopez of relationships, because just because you have one relationship that fails doesn't mean that you can't fall in love again. And that's Jennifer Lopez, and that's how I live, okay? So I really love her. Going back to meeting her, my mom wanted to go to Vegas, all right? My dad also had been talking about going to Vegas. So for Mother's Day, like when my mom had everything, there's nothing else that I can buy my mom, so I decided to buy my mom a trip to Vegas. And then I decided to surprise Ava with going to LA. Even though my kids have been to Vegas and LA, there was things Ava hasn't done in LA as an adult. So I was like, all right, since we're going to spend so many days in Vegas, we're going to fly to LA for the day, and we're going to spend the day in LA. And we did that. And so what do? We go to Beverly Hills, we go to Rodeo Drive. And so Ava and I had just seen Ricky Thompson. And if you don't know who Ricky Thompson is, ooh, that's Ricky Thompson. So Ricky Thompson is so funny. We were laughing, we were talking, and Ava is, Ricky Thompson had just posted a video, closed mouth, don't get fed. So I'm a person that, I'm really shy when it comes to meeting, like, somebody that's really famous. Like, it takes a lot of courage for me to build up and ask someone for a picture. Like, I just can't go up to someone because, again, they're regular people. But I also feel like when they come out in public, like, someone's gonna notice them and they're pretty much prepared for that. But still, there's a part of me that understands that people have a life too. So Ricky Thompson was taking pictures, and so I went to take a picture with him, and like we were laughing and talking. But Ava is the total opposite. My kids are not like, I don't know. My kids are not the people to like take a picture with people. They're just not. Me, their mom is totally opposite. But then Ava really wanted a picture with him, and I was like, and we had left, and I was like, well, come on, like I'll do the talking for you. So I'll go. We're gonna go find him again, and we'll take a picture with him. So when we did that, we go to Sephora. We walk into Sephora, and there was a little bit of people outside, but not a lot. And like we just happened to be right there at Sephora. So we walk into Sephora, even though I knew he wasn't in there. He was on the other side of Rodeo Drive, and he was like going up like this little strip. Here's a picture. This is where he was, okay? That's where Ricky Thompson was. So we go inside of Sephora, and people like whispering. So I was like, oh, well, somebody's in here. I'm thinking like, it's not going to be anybody big because there wasn't like a swarm of paparazzi outside. Usually when somebody is like really famous outside, but then the paparazzi probably didn't get wind from the others that someone was there. Everybody wants the picture first to put these pictures out. So I turn around, and I was like, holy shit, that's Jennifer Lopez. But I still didn't like, I was just, to know me, if you've met me in person, is to know me, is like, I'm just a bubbly person, okay? I am the most free-spirited life liver, the liver of life, the spirit of freeze. That is me, all right? And I'm never going to change. I'm 45, and I don't think I'm ever going to change when it comes to my free spirit and just like my personality. I'm never going to be like, I'm such a social person. So people are whispering, and like she was with her daughter, and I was like, once again, Jennifer Lopez is behind me. And to see her in person, I was just kind of like, wow. So she was at one little counter, and so me being me, I turn around, I walk that way, and I'm like, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. And she turns around and she starts laughing. Now I wasn't singing this like super loud. She turns around and she starts smiling, and I can't even tell you what was the first thing that I said, but I was like, oh my gosh, I literally can't believe that I'm actually seeing you in person, and I literally just follow you on Instagram. Now, to know Jennifer Lopez is to know that she calls her babies her little coconuts. But do they still like it when she calls them her little coconuts? I don't know. But she was with her daughter, and so of course I know her kids' names. They're twins, Max and Emmy. All right. Well, here's what happened. So like I'm talking to her. I don't remember. I was like, I can't believe that I'm seeing you. It's crazy. And she was like, oh, it's nice to meet. I don't remember the full conversation because once again, you're just in that moment. And I said I only saw her kid from the side, and it was her daughter, and I called her the daughter the son, and her hair was cut short, and I felt terrible. I was like, hi Max. And then again, her daughter was from the side, and her hair is cut short. And so when I turned around, and again, her daughter used to have really long hair, but she doesn't post her kids on social media a lot. And again, I get it. My kids don't like to be on social media, and their mom is not Jennifer Lopez. Their mom is Toni. They need to recognize who their mom is, first of all. But my kids don't, like, my kids aren't the ones to be all over the internet. And Ava barely posts online. So I get it. So she grabs her, and she was like, oh, this is actually Emmy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And so Emmy starts laughing. She's like, no, it's okay. I was like, I'm so sorry. It was your hair. I only saw from the side. And she's like, no, it's okay. So her daughter was really cool about it. Her daughter was nice. And then once again, I don't remember the full conversation. I can't remember what we were saying. I was like, oh, I'm on vacation, and what are the odds of like me being in Sephora and Jennifer Lopez is in Sephora? That's pretty much like about the conversation. And so then I asked her, like, can I take a picture? I didn't realize, okay, so I'm holding my camera and my phone was zoomed out, okay? So when I walked away, and again, I was like, in me, I was like, I was really sorry. And so the whole time, I don't think that the paparazzi is filming this or taking pictures of this at all. I'm not thinking that. That's the least of on my mind. I'm talking to Jennifer Lopez. Okay? So boom. When I turn around and I walk and I'm showing Ava, and I didn't know that Ava was also recording me talking to her. I had no idea that Ava was recording. So, boom. I get ready to walk out, and then I look at my phone and I'm like, oh shit, like my phone was zoomed out when I took the picture. And I was like, no, I need a redo. Like, I need a do-over. And Jennifer Lopez happened to be getting ready to walk out. So when I told her, I was like, Jennifer, is it, and she turns around, I was like, is it okay if I redo the picture? My phone was zoomed out. So that is the picture that's all over the internet. And I would like to appreciate that. I'm glad that my Shein outfit was Shein, and because I would have been so upset if I looked at busted. And when I asked her, could we redo it? She was like, yeah. She was really nice about it. So I retook the picture. That's the picture right there. And when I retook the picture, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. And a lot of people were like, in that shy moment, and this is when we go back to Ricky Thompson, a closed mouth don't get fed. If you want to take a picture with a celebrity, you got a 50-50 chance of them saying yes and them saying no. All right, so what I didn't know, I guess I'd seen like little bits and pieces. I knew J-Lo had canceled her tour, but again, I didn't know what was going on with her and Ben. That's not my business, you know. And whatever the media is saying, I don't know. And I had no idea, like, so when I posted it, everybody was saying, like, they couldn't believe that she talked to me. And, like, once I took the picture with her, that when we were walking out, that picture that you see, I didn't, like, turn around and, like, watch her get in her car, anything. I think I was just, like, so in the moment. And I was talking to Ava. I was like, oh, my God, I can't believe that. Because actually I was on the phone with LT prior to that, and he was like, who's in the store? And I'm like, I don't know. And then then I ended up sending him the picture, and when I sent him the picture, he's like, Jennifer Lopez, and I was like, yeah. And so again, her daughter had and this is what people like also didn't realize, and like this is how the media can attack you, because I was there, so I saw exactly what happened. And I go back and I look at the pictures and what the media is saying, and they're like, oh, her kids are done. And I'm like, her daughter was not what the media is making it out to be. And whatever the media says, like, oh, J-Lo was just putting on the front, I don't give a damn what kind of front she was putting on. She was nice to me. I did not get one bad vibe from her the entire conversation. Even when I thought that her daughter was her son. Her daughter laughed. We laughed about it. I even like, I think like when Ava was recording it, you can see her daughter laughing, and like J-Lo like put her arm around her, and she was like, oh, this is Emmy, you know, again. And it was when me and them were talking, it was completely fine. When her daughter decided to leave and go to the car, I believe that's when the paparazzi was taking so many pictures, and that's when she went to the car. Like, she was like, and again, her daughter didn't have like a mean, what am I doing? Like, who's honking and why are they honking? Somebody is just like super honking their horn. Oh, that's because they were in a lane that's supposed to go straight and they thought it was a turning lane. Okay, so anyways, like even her daughter did not give like any bad vibes, like zero, zilch, none. She was like the friendliest little 16-year-old girl ever. Most kids would have an attitude at that age, and she did not give one bad vibe. And so when I tell you that the media can really pull you apart, they really can, because I was there. It was me and the picture. And so like whatever people are saying she's doing damage control because she's really mean or whatever, I don't know, but I think people have bad days. I've been, me personally, filming, or not filming, but been in a store, and I've been so frustrated by what's going on that people have messaged me and said, I was gonna say hi, but you look so upset. I was like, oh, I wasn't upset with you, it was upset with what was going on in the store, you know. And I was like, but I felt bad. So like, people have a life too, but again, I don't know, as far as like people saying that she's mean or she's rude and she's not nice to her fans, whatever. All I can say is that day, that moment, I'm still Jenny from the block. Listen, J-Lo, you're okay with me. Your daughter, beautiful. Oh my God, they look so much alike. They're like twins. And again, when I initially saw her, it was from the side, so that's why I just thought that it was Max and not Emmy. And if you see her kids and you see the hair, then you would understand of why I thought that. But I felt terrible. I really did. I felt so bad, and she was just such a good sport about it. And then because when she turned around and I saw her, I was like, oh my God, this is Emmy. Like, she was so beautiful, she was pretty, she looks just like her mom. But once again, I felt terrible like that, because my kids, when, you know, people used to call Rain a boy, and I was like, no, it's a girl. So I understand how that can come off to people, but I've never been offended by it. But so yeah, so that was it. That's how it happened. And then, you know, so for everybody saying that she's a rude person and she's doing damage control because of her, people saying that she was rude, again, I don't know what's going on with that in the media, because, oh crap, I forgot I needed to go to another store, because I don't follow that. I don't read it. And so I've read the comments, and I even seen under the picture, I was like, oh, that's me. I don't understand why people are saying that she was so rude. And somebody was like, sure. Okay, well, I'm not going to argue about someone. I knew it was me. But so when I saw it, and I read the comments on the thread that people are like, she's so mean, like, I don't know why anybody would like her. And I'm like, ew. What? That's J-Lo, baby. But again, I've liked J-Lo from Selena back in the day. Like, we go way back, like 4 Flats on the Cadillac. And plus, J-Lo's what? Oh, I'm 45. She's 51 or 54. And like I said, sorry, that music is playing over there. Anyways, as I was saying, you know, I'm closer to her age, and most people may not, the younger generation may not know the old J-Lo from back in the day. I know the old J-Lo back in the day, like In Living Color, you know, when she was a dancer on the show. So I've followed her for years. So anyways, she was very sweet, very kind, not a mean bone on her body. And I know somebody else asked me, was she in there for promo? She was shopping. She was shopping in the store, from my knowledge. She wasn't like just doing anything. And then like some other pictures that I seen, I think she like went to work after that or something, or before, I don't know. But either way, that's what happened. That's how I met J-Lo, and we're BFFs now. Total BFFs. I just can't believe it. And like, people that I know that are like obsessed, they're like, I cannot believe you met her. How freaking lucky. It was all about the timing, right place, right time. I just happened to be in Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive on a random freaking Tuesday, and J-Lo decided to go to Sephora. So I would like to say that God placed me in the right place at the right time, and he wanted me to be there. And yes, so next up, hey, Jimmy Kimmel, if you need me to go on the show, just let me know. I'm available. I have all summer until school starts. So at this point, guys, I need an agent, okay? I'm ready to tell my story. J-Lo is not rude, and she's not mean. So yeah, so that's it. That's how we met, and I just wanted to clear the air on that, because everybody was like, I can't believe she was so nice to you, and like, what happened. And so that's why I just figured I'd tell the story on what happened. So that's it, guys. I am back from vacation, so now I will definitely be in full coupon mode, which I told y'all that I was going to do that. But I had this trip planned. This trip was planned for like 2 freaking months, and it was such a great trip. Me, my mom, and Ava. Initially my sister was gonna come, but she ended up not coming. But it was supposed to be me, my mom, my sister, like a little girls trip for Mother's Day. So yeah, so it was a lot of fun, and my mom appreciated it, and we just had a really good time. So yeah, anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. I love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.